Hi, so I'm gonna try to talk really loud because my fan is behind my laptop. Yeah, for a while now I've been wanting to do the notebook tag, but I just didn't have enough books to get all the questions answered, and I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. My mom has a cold, and she's coughing in the other room. I'll try to edit around it, but just in case I can't, just letting you know what that noise is. And let's go. So the first question is a nope ending. A book ending that made you go nope, either in denial, rage, or simply because the ending was crappy. I have two books for this. These are the first two that popped in my head immediately when I read the question. So the first one is Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. If you have read this book, then you know exactly what is so nope about this ending. But in case you haven't, spoilers for Mockingjay if you haven't read it, you can skip ahead to when I'm not holding this book, because that's when the spoilers are in. My main nope ending is the fact the ending, the actual ending, the epilogue, is stupid. Like, no. You literally gave me all of this information, and then the epilogue is a page. That's it. This is all I get. This is how you wrap up the story. You just tell me what happened with Katniss and Peeta, and that's it? Like, no. You built this whole world. You introduced me to so many characters, and you're just gonna give me basically a page of epilogue telling me what happened to Peeta and Katniss. I'm sorry. I cared about other people. I didn't just need to know how their story ended. Plus, there was deaths that I didn't agree with, and just... Nope. No. The other one, that the ending, I was like, and I actually have a review, so I will link that review, so if you want my full ideas, then you can go and watch that. But that is Eleanor and Park. I really enjoyed Eleanor and Park, and this was the first Rainbow Rowell book I ever read, and I really enjoyed it until I got to the end. The ending. Like I said, I'm not going to discuss it here because I have a full rant on it that you can watch. But yeah, the ending to this was not my favorite, and I did not enjoy it. The next question is, nope, Protagonist. The main character you dislike or drives you crazy. Elena Gilbert from The Vampire Diaries. I reread this first volume, which is the first two books, The Awakening and the Struggle, last year, and I plan to read the rest of The Vampire Diaries series soon. But yes, just from the first two books, I had forgotten how effing annoying Elena Gilbert is. She is so vain and so full of herself and basically thinks she deserves everything just because she basically exists, and it's like, no. And like, as you can see from my little stickies here, I had a lot of thoughts, and most of them are about Elena. Like, she's not a good friend. It doesn't make any sense why Stefan would even be attracted to Elena, or why Stefan and Damon would even fight over Elena. She's a horrible person. Like, she does get a little better in the struggle, but not enough where I'm like, yeah, you totally deserve to have guys fighting over you. It's fine. No. Question number 3, a nope series. A series that turned out to be one huge pile of nope after you've invested all that time and energy on it, or a series you gave up on because it wasn't worth it anymore. And I don't have the books to show you because I got rid of them a long time ago, but that series was the House at Night series by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. I got into that series not long after I finished Twilight, and I really enjoyed it. And I own the first 8 books in the series, but I only read up to book 5, and I just could not do it anymore. Like, I thought the first 4 books were really good, and I really enjoyed the story, but then by book 5 I started to get bored, and I couldn't even get through book 6. It just got so boring and repetitive, and it just seemed like, we could have ended this. Why is this still going on? There's nothing really that great. Like, the story just got, it became one of those here where it's like, you don't need more. Just end it. It's fine. We don't need any more story. We're good. House at Night. I gave up. I got rid of all those books, and I don't regret my decision. Alright, question 4. A popular pairing. A ship you don't support. I have 2 answers for this as well. One is from a manga series, and one is from a book. The manga series one is, I'm a big fan of Nana, and I don't necessarily know if this is a popular ship, but I just don't like it either way, and that's Nana and Takumi from... It will forever drive me insane. And it's one of the reasons why I couldn't finish Nana. I need to struggle and get through it because I need to know how it ended. But just the fact that that was even a dynamic in the books when Nana had Nobu, I'm like, why is Takumi even a thing that's happening in this book series? No thank you. And then the other pairing is Abby and Travis from Beautiful Disaster. Like, I remember when I first started reading Beautiful Disaster, I really liked it, and I really liked the dynamic of Abby and Travis, but then I finished the book, and I was like, no, these are two people that should never be together. It's horrible. No, just always be apart, never together. Question 5, a nope plot twist. A plot twist that you didn't see coming or didn't like. I don't have the physical book. It's on my Kindle, but my Kindle is charging, so I can't show you right now. But November 9. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because I don't have the book to kind of. But there's a twist in there that still to this day I don't know how I feel about said twist. I was so thrown by it that I literally dropped my Kindle on my bed and took off my glasses. It was just sitting there like this for a good 5 minutes because I was trying to process the information I had just been given. And yeah, like, I really enjoyed the story until the twist, and then the twist left me feeling like I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it's a good twist. I don't know how I feel about the dynamic of these characters anymore. It totally flipped all my feelings on the story after that. Question number 6. Nope. Protagonist action/decision. A character decision that made you shake your head. Nope. This one was really hard for me to find an answer to, but I finally decided that basically America in the selection series, basically all her decisions that involve Maxon and Aspen, like, I'm sorry. I understood it was a love triangle. I got that. I understood that's what Kira's going for. And I'm just going to hold up this, because I'm going to talk spoilers, but I'm going to hold up this one. So if you haven't read the series and you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead until the book disappears. But I actually hated the love triangle in the selection series. I really enjoyed Maxon. I'm one of those people that, for me to believe a love story, I have to have the full story. And the selection starts off with America and Aspen already together, and I'm like, I don't really understand why America loves Aspen so much. I don't think he's that great of a guy. I really like Maxon. Just be with Maxon. And I just hated that throughout this book and then the other two that followed, she just kept playing with both guys. That's my nope protagonist action decision. Just her whole arc with this love triangle was annoying. Alright, so the next question is nope genre. A genre you'll never read. This one was a little tricky because I usually give every genre a chance, but the other two genres that I actually have given a chance and I'm not really a fan, and that's erotica and westerns. Question number 8. Book format. Book formatting you hate and avoid buying until it comes out in a different edition. And I'm just going to use this as an example, but hardcovers. I really hate hardcovers. The only time I buy hardcovers is if it's either a series and I just can't wait for it to be paperback. That's the other thing. I don't like to change the format once I buy one. So even though I hate hardcovers, if I already have like the first book in a series in hardcovers, I'm going to get the rest of the series in hardcover. The only exception that I like hardcovers is if they don't have the dust jackets. Like, that's my biggest gripe. I don't like dust jackets at all. I hate them, actually. Like, I hate these things. It's a waste of my time. It's like, just give me the book. The other reason why I prefer paperbacks and I just grabbed a random paperback is because I don't care what anyone says. I like to break the spine of my book, so I like to read like this. This is how I feel. This is where I feel comfortable when it comes to reading. And with hardcovers, you can't do that. You have to literally sit there and read it like this, and I hate doing that. I need to be able to break the spine and do like this. Like, I need a flexible book, and that's what hardcovers are. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of hardcovers. Question 9. A nope trope. A trope that makes you go nope. I have grown to hate love triangles, which is why it's pretty bad that I still read young adult, because I feel like every young adult book, there's a love triangle. But yeah, I've just grown so bored with love triangles. I don't enjoy them anymore. I also don't like insta-love. Like, there have been some insta-loves that are written well, But overall, I'm like, if there's insta-love, I'm like, no, I can't. You gotta give me a good reason why these people just automatically love each other when they've known each other for like a day. That doesn't work for me. I need more. Question 10 is a nope recommendation, a book recommendation that is constantly hyped and pushed at you that you simply refuse to read. This one's gonna get me in trouble, I already know. These ones haven't really been recommended to me, but I've heard the hype about them, and actually all three of these, because there's three that I mainly get a lot, I've tried reading, and I just can't get into them, so I'm probably never going to read them. But those are the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead, the Mortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare, and 50 Shades of Grey by ELJ. Question 11, no cliche pet peeve, a cliche or writing pet peeve that always makes you roll your eyes. I absolutely, and this is bad since I read a lot of YA, and I also love to read a lot of romance novels, but I hate overly gooey, cheesy, insta-lovey romance, or people who don't communicate, which creates fake tension. I can handle romance and I can handle love, but when it's overly over the top, I can't do it. I just feel myself rolling my eyes, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so unrealistic and gross. And then I hate when an author needs to create some tension in the story, so they just don't have their characters talk to each other just to create that tension. And I'm like, no, you can create tension a better way. You don't need to make these people stupid and not talk to each other when literally a problem that you have lasts like 5 chapters could have been solved in a paragraph conversation. That's the biggest gripe I have a lot with some stories, is I just hate that fake tension. It's not just with books, it's in TV shows and movies too. I'm like, this is so stupid. You can create tension other ways. You don't need to have it be people miscommunicating or not communicating at all. It's stupid. So question number 12, a nope love interest. The love interest that's not worthy of being lent a character you don't think should have been a viable love interest. So I have 2 answers for this. The first one is going to be one of my answers earlier, and that is Travis from Beautiful Disaster. Travis has issues, and so I just need Travis to leave Abby alone. And the second one may come across unfair because I've only read the first 2 books in the series. I haven't finished the series, but I don't care. The second one is Lena from the Beautiful Creature series, or Castor Chronicles, whatever. I'm sorry, like I said, I've only read Beautiful Creature and Beautiful Darkness. I own the whole series. I haven't finished it. But Lena in Beautiful Darkness was so goddamn annoying. When I read Beautiful Darkness, all I could think about was Ethan, stop chasing after Lena. She's being a dick. Go be with Liv. I liked Liv. I was just go be with Liv. Just do that. I was, like I said, I haven't read Beautiful Chaos or Beautiful Redemption, so I don't know if Cami Garcia Margaret Stoll can change my opinion on Lena, but as of right now, since I've only read the first 2, yeah, Lena, she's a dick. Don't like her. Nope. Alright, question 13. A notebook, a book that shouldn't have existed that made you go nope. 50 Shades of Grey. I know that's a cop-out, but I'm sorry, that's genuinely how I feel. There are so much better Twilight fan fictions that could have been made into books. I know 2 off the top of my head, and they are Wide Awake by Inks Goddess 003 and Hit by Destiny by OCD Mess. Those 2 are amazing Twilight fan fictions. Those could have been books. I would prefer if those were books, but no, we got 50 Shades of Grey. Question 14, nope villain, a scary villain / antagonist you would hate to cross and would make you run in the opposite direction. This one also is going to feel kind of like a cop-out. I chose Voldemort, but that's because I genuinely sat here and thought about all the villains I read in all my books, and Voldemort's just genuinely the most scary out of all of them. Question 15, nope death, the character death that still haunts you. Okay, well, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but there were quite a few in this one that still haunt me. But the main one I chose is, I chose this one because this is the one that I literally had to stop reading the book, and it took me, and I sat on my bed at 2 in the morning, sobbing for a straight 5-10 minutes before I could keep going, and that was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. If you haven't read this book, then, like I've said earlier, skip ahead to when this book disappears. But yes, so you're warned, I'm about to spoil Fault in Our Stars. But Augustus is death hurt me so much. Like I said, I had to stop, put this book down, and I just sat like curled up in a ball sobbing because I fell in love with Augustus and Hazel so much, and to read about him dying just gutted me. And then question 16, last question. Nope, author. Author you had a bad experience reading for and have decided to quit. I technically have two. One of them I know for sure I'm never going to read, and two, the other one I could possibly. So, the first one is Cassandra Clare. Don't have any desire to read any of her books, and nothing anyone really says is going to make me change my mind on that. It wasn't so much that City Bones was bad, it's just I just can't get into Cassandra Clare's storytelling. And the other one is Claudia Gray, and I read her Evernight series when I was in high school, and ooh, I hated that series so much. Her writing wasn't entertaining at all. I think I only read the first book, and I got halfway through the second book, and I had to stop because I was just like, I can't do this anymore. The writing was not good to me at all. But the reason I say I might give her a second chance is because she's been writing a lot of Star Wars ones, and I have an example here. I have Lost Stars, and as you can see, it's by Claudia Gray, and I really loved the idea from the synopsis of this one. And then she's also written Bloodline, which is about Leia, and I think she wrote for, like, to tie in with The Last Jedi, she wrote another Leia book. So I'm really hoping that Claudia Gray can kind of turn me around with her Star Wars books, because, yeah, Evernight totally turned me off her writing. That has been my notebook tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down below what you think of my answers. I'm very curious and slightly scared. But also tell me your answers, or do the book tag if you haven't done it, and tag me on Twitter and I'll check it out. And yeah, you can find all my social media links down below in the thingamajig for my blog, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Goodreads, and my Tumblr. And yeah, so like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye guys.